Hello, welcome to the daily political tarot readings here on the Black and Orange channel. Had some technical difficulties this morning, but hopefully now everything is working like it should. All right, I just want to make sure I go back. I just quickly need to go put the link for this live stream in with the other one, just so people know how to get here. So just give me 1 second here. Then I am so glad you're here. Normally, I'm going to do my normal thing, which is I take 12 questions usually it's 12 p.m. And okay, so that's there. I just want to make sure I get this into the chat isn't showing. Okay, so anyway, all right, I tried. Oh, okay, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Kathy Mickelson, I found new stream alerts do work. Oh, excellent. Excellent. All right, and I still have internet. Okay, so we're good. All right. Let me do some political tarot for you. Normally I spend the first about 15 minutes or so, and I just go back through the chat. I look for anything in all caps, and I'm looking for any questions. It's kind of first come, first serve. It doesn't matter, who you are, or there's no super secret thing, or you don't have to pay any money. I'm just kind of I just look for any kind of political questions. Today, however, I will say that, oh, good, Kay Nelson, good. Yeah, take a deep breath. Okay. I do want to start by saying that I want to, I do want to look at a couple of different things today, which I imagine are there things that you would, thank you, Miss Sharon. There are some things that you would probably be asking about, but I definitely want to make sure we cover today. All right, if you've seen the news, then you know that the orange barrel of toxic waste in chief is not going to the inauguration. Shame. We'll miss you. Maybe a little. Not really. So he's not going. Pence might. Pence will. If they ask him, Pence is going to go. I mean, he's Pence. So there's that. However, if anybody is, I think it's going to be okay, but I was listening this morning. You know how different journalists have like their own beat, like their own areas where they focus on? Well, there are some journalists who focus on the conspiracy boards and, your parlors, your QAnon, your stuff, your 4chan, 8chan, whatever however many chans they're up to right now. And what they're finding is that that whole Quackanon group is splitting, and some are just disappointed with Trump, just fed up, disappointed with him, and they are because they expected when they showed up at the Capitol, or when people showed up at the Capitol, that it was the beginning of a grand plan. And it turns out they were there, they did the thing, and there was nothing. Because Trump is nothing. He's a pathetic waste of oxygen. He just is. I think most people are redeemable. But they have to want to be redeemable. And Hello. Am I back on? Hopefully. I am so sorry. I don't understand what's going on with the internet today. Sorry. But anyway, here I am. And it's smooth stuff over my head. Not quite. I'm just going to, I've got this Archangel Gabriel pendant that sits here. Usually just sits here most of the time next to me, but I think I need to put it on. Thank you. Just breathe. Yeah, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. But I'm putting up my Archangel Gabriel necklace on. Oh, need some help. Need some help. All right. So anyway, I was saying earlier. Thank you, everyone. All right. As I was saying earlier, there are certain parts of the Quackanon conspiracy groups who some are saying, well, Trump let us down, but others are saying, oh no, oh nay, nay, oh nay, nay. It's super, the fact that Trump came out and said, then later, go home and all of this, he never said, he never conceded. He never conceded. So really what he was doing, you ready for this? It's still on. He's on January 20th. He has something planned. But first, he's going to get rid of traitor Pence. He has to get rid of traitor Pence. And he's going to replace him for vice president. It's going to be their other big hero, apparently, in the Crackers Brigade. That's what I call the whole QAnon conspiracy. The whole Crackers Brigade. Aha! Archangel Gabriel. Oh, help. Okay. You ready? The new vice president is going to be Mike Flynn, their other hero. Really? Really? So, yeah. And it also could take Okay, I think it's back. I hope. Anyway, hoping that yeah, and the fact that Trump came out and made that that video denouncing the violence and what have you, some of them are saying, well, either it's super secret because there's a super secret because he didn't concede, or he's been compromised by the deep state. So anyway, this is what we're dealing with. So I think we need to look at these people because this is scary. Very scary. It was a hostage video page. Yes. Yes. Whew. So anyway, I think we need to look at the cracker. You know what? Would it be bad if I just called that whole group the Cracker Barrel, because like that's where they go eat and things like that? I have to say, though, back in the day when I could eat meat and whatnot, I really liked their chicken and dumplings. It was chicken and then just that was really good. And there is a Cracker Barrel. The Cracker Barrel is the restaurant is that great big gargantuan gift shop they have. That's where I got my first. I found the cassette tapes for The Shadow. That got me whole start on the whole um, um, Shadow thing, the old radio thing. So no, I love the Cracker Barrel. Call them hillbillies. No, no, no. They have good meatloaf. There we go. I've never eaten there. How about society losers? Yes, entertainment purposes only. I like that you could stop and eat in one place. That's true. That's true. Orange necks. The barrel of crackers. How about that? Barrel of quackers. All right. Are the barrel of crackers going to Chicken Littles? There's an option. Oh, Cracker Barrel is in support of LGBTQ. Oh, in that case, no, we're not making fun of them. Nope, not making fun of them. Okay. Quackanuts. Quackanuts. There we go. That Quackanuts. There we go. All right. What's new? What's next for them? There we go. Quackanons. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna go with Quackanuts. Okay. Or Quackanuts. Quackanuts, whatever. Quackanuts. There, happy medium, Quackanuts. Go with that. All right. So, would Wisconsin Trumpers be Cheez-Its? I've lived in Wisconsin a couple of times, so I don't know. I feel like I can QAnon. Look, says, yeah. QAnon. That was good. That was good. Diva. QAnon. All right. I want to see what's up for them. What's next with them? All right. And non-concession agreed. I believe for anything in all caps. I'm so sorry. Today's live stream is just a mess. DLC, those Q followers are one delusional bowl of nuts. Yes, they are. Jack, MSNBC said Mike Pence is at the White House right now. Oh, I'm sure that's going well. Steve, you sound like you're in better spirits. Say, yes, I am. Thank you, Beverly. Book Bewitched, the non-conceding concession speech. Yeah. Thank you, Katsy. Stacy, I've been saying for months I'm more worried about his nut job followers than anything. All right, so we'll leave that alone. Robin, is the Russian oligarch whose plane landed in Florida yesterday here for Trump? There's a Russian oligarch plane landed in Florida? Russian oligarch plane. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I am no longer muted. Whew. Okay, plane landed in Florida yesterday. All right, let's have a look at that. Katie likes the Cracker Barrel cornbread. Hey, if they're supporting LGBTQ rights, I'm not making fun of them. Mm-mm. Nope, nope, nope. Sharon, Star Trek Patterns of Force. John Gill Trekkers will understand. Star Trek Patterns of Force. What is that? Why do I not know that? I mean, sorry. You don't understand. Yeah. I love sci-fi and Star Trek and all of this. Have you seen? This is three novels in one. And by the way, this is awesome. If anybody's looking for something to read, this is like, this answers questions that it's like, oh yeah, why? What is that? What was that? Why did that? Amazing trilogy, all in one. I had to pay extra because it's pretty much not in print anymore. But so you're saying Star Trek fans would know what that? Why don't I know that? I love sci-fi anyway. All right. Cheese twits. There's that. Oh no, Jack. Well, they just found out laptops were stolen. Book Bewitched. My pendulum was not liking the speech at all. Well, that's Trump. Okay. Laptops stolen from Capitol building. Well, let's have a look at that. And Pixie. Hey, Pixie Check. So worried about Kamala's security detail. Very concerning readings. Need confirmation. Kamala's security detail? Okay. This does throw things kind of into a loop. I rather throw things up in the air to like throw you for a loop or whatever expression you want to use. Security detail. Thank heavens we're actually getting competent people in less than 2 weeks. Beatrice, please read on 45 going to Camp David. I heard that he was going to. Is there some problem with it? Is there some question of it? Is there something I don't know about? But let's yeah, okay, 45 at Camp David. All right, Camp David, which we know he thinks is a dump. I'd rather be anywhere than one of Trump's tacky fool's gold anything. Okay, so I got that. QAnon, Russian oligarch, got that. Oh, okay, it just jumped. And Steve, who's going to be put into the corner for a timeout, Pence or Trump? Oy. Oh no, another police officer died from the Trump riots. Oh gosh. Thank you. John, am I allowed to say that another reader's crystal said that Pence was seriously considering the 25th? Oh, I don't mind that. I really prefer if you don't use names. That's really, please don't use names. But yes, because I do believe that it's the consensus among readers is what's most likely to be accurate. So yeah, I can throw in my 2 cents if something that another reader has come up with is really concerning you, is upsetting you, you can't sleep as well at night. I do want to help with that. I do, whatever I can do to help. But it doesn't mean that I'm right. It doesn't mean I'm right or they're wrong or anything or yeah. Just looking for consensus. So Pence considering 25th. I'm not feeling it. He may have thought about it, yeah, but it doesn't. Well, we'll see. Let's ask the cards. Try to get my opinions more out of the way. 45, what you doing at Camp David? Got it? Yes, that is the kitty. That is the boo-boo right there. Just being adorable. Thank you, Pixie. One time in autumn, with DC now so secure, will Trumpists go after some other state targets or individuals? Book Bewitched, pendulum is certain Trump is at the White House, not Camp David. Oh, question mark. Pence at White House. Yeah, what's next for the nuts? States, soft targets. Okay. Got it. All right. Bless you. Thank you. It's okay. I have sanitizer for my phone. I guarantee you, I'm not contagious to you, to any of you. This is allergies, but yeah. Okay, Christine, mystery deepens. Ooh. Over why Kremlin bank CEO's plane remains in Florida, 50 miles from Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago on January 5th. Pixie Chick, any chance of reading on Kamala's security detail? I have it written down. And I think his trip to Camp David was canceled per info from Seth Abramson. Okay. Okay, oligarch. Let's go back to this oligarch thing. Kremlin bank CEO. Kremlin bank CEO. Plane landed in Florida, January 5th. Interesting. Okay. Autumn. Okay, one dominant. Autumn. Or was the January 6th attack on Congress a trial run or test for weaknesses? I read on that yesterday. I wasn't getting that it was a trial run. They really just thought that they were following the Trump plan, and Trump had this great big thing he was going to do, and it's like, no. He's lazy. Gina, Luke Picard is my man. Oh, yeah. Roland, I'm working on the Witcher books right now. Pretty great so far. Ooh, I haven't started those yet. I hear good things. Catsy, I'm a huge Star Trek fan. Yes. Dyer, oh my gosh, I'm a Trekker too. Now I love you even more. Thank you. Okay, Electra, Tennessee state government governor Republican offices have been raided by the FBI. Well, what? Book Bewitched. I have that book. It's delicious. Oh, that's so cool. Tennessee. State government. Governor? You put GOV. Is that governor, Electra, or government? I'm guessing Republican. Office is raided by the FBI. Goodness. Okay. Bizarre. Maria, Kirk goes to a planet where his professor started a society based on Nazi Germany. Oh. Ugh. But thank you for telling me, Maria. Okay, Christine, update. According to flight records posted by FlightAware, I'm not saying that word, the bank thing. Jet departed Fort Lauderdale at 12:23. Breaking news, Holly has. FBI agents searching multiple Republican state lawmakers' offices at Tennessee Legislative Office Building. Multiple. Okay. I'm just gonna grab my cards and we'll see what we can come up with. It's just a day. It's just a day. I'd rather have a Cocoa right now than a soda, but I'm grateful I have a soda. I don't have sodas very often. And for a while, during the worst of the pandemic, I couldn't even get hold of this one because it's Splenda, not aspartame, which I know isn't good for me, but boy, aspartame and I, we are not friends at all. Anyway, Pelosi's laptop, got that. All right. So, oh, good grief. Dawn, Parler is calling for Trump supporters to gather January 19th in D.C. At least in the attic. I love that name. Too many questions for 1 hour. I think you'd need to be on 24/7 to get through this one. Oh, yeah. Okay. Parler. Supporters gather DC January 19th. Goodness gracious. Yeah. Oh, Diva, I understand about stevia. I just the stevia the Zevia, I think it is. Yeah, I just don't like it. I don't know why. Alexandra, good luck with that. Security is extremely high now for the next 30 days. Aaron Sun, National Guard will be in Washington, D.C. until January 30th. They will be there to greet domestic terrorists. Let's hope. Craig, the FBI needs to get on that, yes. Angela, I hope the police and the army are ready. Yep, all right. All right. Let's look specifically. Yeah, it's almost 1 o'clock and I'm just starting. Okay. Parler is talking. Apparently, Parler is calling for Susie. You didn't miss much. I was taking questions, and now what I'm doing is. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you. Aronson, do I like to use honey? No. Doesn't agree with me either. Sorry. Okay, Parler. All right. Basically, there's talk that am I frozen? Are we buffering? Let me know if you guys can see me. Yeah, next 12 days are going to be challenging. That's yeah. Oh yeah. That's just how it's going to be. All right, let me mute this quickly. But I just need to make sure that I can be seen. Okay. All right. Apparently. All right, I'll stop that so it doesn't pull on the internet. Okay. We're like 37. All right. There's talk that on Parlor with the Quackanuts, Quackanuts, Quackanuts. Thank you guys. That they're talking Trump supporters should gather in DC on January 19th. Really? Teresa, good time to have moved to the woods. Okay. So the possibility of these nuts. Oh, this feels like a big reading. All right, let me make a little space. Let's do. All right, let's look at the. Let's look at the conspiracy nuts. Trump's conspiracy nuts. What's going to happen? Are they going to organize, keep going? I want to know. What I want to know is are these websites, but also Fox News, are they going to be held accountable for stoking this stuff? Michelle, Randy Rhodes calls them freedom crackers. Carol, can't wait for you to be able to use happy cards again. It's an idea. Michelle, Vanilla Isis. Oh, I like that. Oh, actually, but I think it would be vanilla. ICES, Vanilla Isis. I don't know. They think they're big and tough. They're not. They're not. Vast majority, country of over 330 million people. And these people are just a little tiny bit of it. We have the strength in numbers. Vanilla Isis does get the terrorist part. Oh, I like that. Vanilla Isis. I like the Isis. Yeah, Vanilla Isis. That was good. That was good. Cream of the cray cray. You guys are awesome. Oh, please, can we call them that? Yes. Quack fillet. Oh, they lost the election. They say they've been disenfranchised. No, if you can't vote, you're disenfranchised. They're all about that. No, you just lost. That's what democracy is. Center of the reading. The histrionics. The end of the world. You know, I was trying to think. I was thinking this morning. You know, they were talking to some people who are still supporting Trump and the coup ideas and all of this, and on the one hand, it's like you can understand some of it, because I think there's a need in a lot of us. We want to be part of something bigger. We want to be a part of something more than just ourselves. And to some extent, we're kind of hardwired for it, because if you go back to, the caves, you weren't alone. You were never alone. You were part of the clan. You were part of the group. And sacrificing yourself for the group, sacrificing yourself to save children, that's what kept us going. That's what helped us survive. And so on the one hand, it's at best misguided, at worst treasonous, sedition. Oh, what tech am I using? Oh, it's the links in the description below. It just says light gray backs. It's just a version. It's just traditional Rider-Waite with the light gray back. Okay, above the reading. Oh yeah, this is my card for the Biden administration, and this is my card for Trump's political life and possibly his ability to stay out of jail. I'm starting to wonder if maybe there is, I haven't picked up before that there's a possibility Trump could go to jail, but I'm starting to wonder. But yeah, beginning of the, all right, base of the reading for these nut jobs. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and every other little something greater than ourselves. Yeah. And they want to kick down this whole idea of democracy. They do, because they don't see it as valid, and they don't see people who are not Caucasian, who are not completely steeped in their very narrow mindset. They're not Americans. I'm really tired of these people co-opting where it's like patriots and the flag, and no, you're not a patriot. If you're attacking this Capitol building, you are not a patriot. I haven't heard Randy Rainbow's new thing about sedition. I want to. I'm looking forward to that. But it's part of democracy. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's just what we have to put up with. All right, near future 1 for these nut jobs. Oh no. Oh, that's the other thing I was going to tell you. I forgot to tell you. Do you know what they call Trump on these boards? Do you know what the general term that they call Trump? God Emperor. I'm going to have a Tums, just little minty Tums, just after saying that out loud. Nancy, oh my gosh, Nancy. Comment of the day. The absolute terror on the faces of our elected officials brought a thought to my mind. Imagine now that you're a first grader. Thank you. Thank you, Nancy. Bless you. Yes. Thank you. Absolutely. 100%. Man. Paul, they don't like democracy because they don't want to be equal. They want to be superior. Yep. Where did it go? Sharon said the Patriots that stormed the building looked like Comic-Con costume contestants. And not good ones. Nil point. Roland, God Emperor of Dune. Paul Atreides. Donald Trump. Muad'Dib. Instead of Muad'Dib, Muad'Dib. Near future 1, near future 2. They want to do something, but they're with all the police presence and military presence in DC, they're going to be hampered. Although this is a card of voluntarily holding still. But that's what you do when you're going somewhere to cause a ruckus and there are all of these armed soldiers there, and you're like, maybe I'll just walk along my little protest route and go home. God Emperor. I'm sorry, I'm just okay, I was waiting for the Dune references. Stephen, is there enough Tums and wine in the world for this awfulness? True. Hello, Sheila. House Atreides, hands down. House Harkonnen, perhaps. What dumb. Roland, the burger shadow on the moon. What is it called? Muad'Dam. I'm sorry. I love that. I love that. Oh, sci-fi references for the win. Those are if you're not familiar with Dune, the whole big thing is they want him to choose his name for when he's inside the group, and he says the mouse shadow on the moon. What is it called? Mouse shaped shadow is Muad'Dib, and they call him Muad'Dib. It's one of his names. Usul is the Usul is the like within the group. Muad'Dib is among the Fremen. And so yeah, what's the burger shape on the moon? Muad'Dam. Yeah, that's Trump. Okay. Help me with his name. I'm breathing very deep. I don't know what that means. Okay. All right, let me scroll down. Foolish Tarot, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Saw the original Dune movie in theaters. Oh, in the 80s? Yeah, I liked it. Wasn't perfect, but I liked it. Stephen Haggerty, the Q flag was raised yesterday under our American flag. Where? Where? KD, I just want to thank you to all who donate to Feeding America. My food bank just gave me a whole ham and all of the fixings plus more food than I can eat, so I donated a lot to a shelter. Everything's worthwhile now. It's all worthwhile. You have no idea how happy that makes me. Whew. Anyway, home environment for these knuckleheads. Oh yeah, they fight for Trump. I get ones for the Trump. Cups are Democrats. Pentacles are Republicans, but I started getting wands for Trump. He was the king of wands, but now it started filtering down into the whole suit. Hopes and fears. Thieves. Sedition. Ugh. What other people see. The groups supporting Trump. It's supporting Trump. All right, final outcome for these idiots. Republicans. Judgment. Okay, so some of them are just gonna kind of sink back into the small c conservative Republican thing. Sure, okay, and work to win elections and try to work within the system. The others are going to be isolated. Hello. All right, Kat. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Another Dune reference, but I'm going to die. Kat Shepard, Donald J. Harkonnen, he who controls the gaslight, controls the lunatics. Oh, to think about a bucket of KFC. I thought I loved you guys before, but now I realize that you're all sci-fi nuts like I am too, which is awesome. Aaron Soon, per your reading, the tower's falling for Josh Hawley. Hawley is a waste of space. Oh boy. Okay, so but the one, so they're going to be isolated, but like they'll be increasingly isolated. But what's about this whole January 19th thing? Oh my gosh. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. January 19th specifically, 53:30. He who controls the gaslight controls the lunatics. The original, I believe, is it's he who controls the spice, because that's how they use this spice from this particular planet that is called Dune. It's the name of the planet. It's a desert world. And there are these gargantuan worms, and there's this spice that they mine there. Humans mine there, and they use the spice to bend time and space, so you can travel between worlds and all this kind of stuff. But it's a very limited resource, and they, in the books, someone says, he who controls the spice controls the universe, I think is the rest of that. Yes, Aronson, he who controls the spice controls the universe. Yes. So with Trump, he who controls the gaslight controls the lunatics. I love that. I love that. All right, 55. January 19th. For these morons. The moron accused. January 19th. Quackanuts. Oh yeah, publishers pulled Holly's book deal, Alexandra. I saw that. They're going to be tempered. It's January 19th is not going to be what they're hoping it is. January 19th. Look elsewhere. There's going to be the whole institution, law enforcement, justice, institutions, a nice, gentle little celebration of inauguration coming the next day. And if they show up in DC on the 29th, they're not going to be able to do much. Look elsewhere. They're being watched very, very, very carefully and recorded. Stacy, if you like sci-fi, one of my faves is Fringe. Don't get me started on Fringe. I loved Fringe. Loved Fringe. Anyway. Okay. All right. So that's them. Vanilla Isis. Oh, the future of vanilla ice are they going to just fade away, or are we going to have to deal with these nut jobs? Thank you, Impish Artist. Thank you. Appreciate that. They're disrupting the Republican Party. Pixie Chick, Star Trek, and Fringe. I love you, Autumn. I love you right back. It's almost like they're controlled by people with money who'd still try to have this idea. Okay, here's the thing. He who does not study history is doomed to repeat it. Yeah, French Revolution. These idiots who are trying to stir up the populace or parts of the populace, get them really, really upset and angry and mad and all of this so that they themselves can rise to power. The French Revolution, people. Oh, nay. You get them stirred up and they will come for your head. That's how this works. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. God, Shepherd, I do like that. Y'all, Kada. Oh, sorry. Oh, January 19th is Robert E. Lee's birthday. Oh, geez. Yeah, they think there's still work against the deep state. It's the Trump administration. There was an election, but in these morons, they're not going to learn. There's still Republicans who are going to try to stir this up, and it's like, really. Okay. Just going by how I wrote these down in order. 5930. Okay, there's talk, and you tell me, that one of the Russian oligarchs, Kremlin bank CEO, car just went flying underneath my chair. Hold, please. Russian oligarch, CEO for the one with the rude name. Well, it sounds rude. It's just Russian, but it sounds rude in English. That one. The Russian oligarch's plane landed in Florida January 5th, and it left this morning. And apparently, I'm trying to see if it was related to Trump or anything Trump-like. The Russian oligarch's plane, did that have anything to do with Trump? Bringing a message, being a courier. All right, plane. That would be a courier. This is my, I've actually called this is my money courier. Oh, but he's made such a mess of it. And even, it feels like even Putin is like, You got people to storm the Capitol building, and you did what? Really? That's what that is. Fruits of labor. The relationship is breaking down between Trump and Putin because Putin sees that Trump is just delusional. Oh, Hope Hicks. Thank you, Lee. Hope Hicks is leaving the White House. Yawn. All right. Ronnie saying, Putin to Trump, you had one job. You guys are great. You had one job. 3 more cards on that one. All right, that's Mar-a-Lago. Giving a little messenger rise of democratic power. I think it's possible the only reason that Putin we know Putin. We know what Putin does. And Trump has disappointed him. Putin doesn't like to be disappointed. And entertainment only, what do I know? But Putin is a murderer. And I think one of the main reasons that Putin doesn't want Trump taking a dirt nap is he wants the intelligence. Matter of fact, I am wondering 105. I'm wondering if does Putin wants to interrogate Trump for information. Okay, what's rattling? Quit rattling. Whatever's rattling, stop. 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 Okay. Oh, good. They arrested the guy who was in Pelosi's office and sat at her desk. Thank you. Does Putin want Trump to leave the country? Maybe come to Russia. So he can basically throw him in a room with a lot of a very lovely cement room. Meanwhile, back in America, happy Democratic families, happy he's gone. But no, I don't wish him to be locked in the cement room by Putin. Mm-mm. somebody better do something because he's mad. And the more he sees Biden's rise, Biden's inauguration, Biden Democratic rise, that's Biden. That's the rise of the Democrats. The more he sees that, the more he's feeling left out. Oh, they've abandoned me. The more he's willing to do for money, do for power, do for I'll show them. And he is dumb enough to not understand that he has very limited value right now. Jack, Lindsey Graham is being harassed at the airport in Washington, D.C. from Trump supporters. Oops. Well, you'd think he's got Secret Service protection for a while. And I'm not saying they can get to him, but I feel like there's some real danger. And he's an idiot. But the thing is, he's not just an idiot. Once he's out of power, he doesn't have the money. He's wildly in debt. He's going to have all these indictments against him. What good is he? And he loves dictators? Yeah. Until one gets hold of him. And then he finds out that, oh, maybe it's not so much fun. Maybe you're not special. He wants to get back. He wants to get back at Biden and the Democrats who are coming after him. He's a bully. He's small. Matter of fact, it feels like the like New York State and what have you going after him is going to save his life. Honestly, that's what that feels like. Take the subpoena. Take the Trump. Take the L. Take the L, because you'll live to take to win or do something, or yeah. Wow. Thank you for being here, LK. Holly, Cole, news, shots fired. In Tippecanoe County, Lafayette, Indiana, Democratic Party headquarters. Oh, gosh. I hope that's not serious. Dave, I love Pelosi when she's angry at somebody else. Yeah. All of the senators were released by McConnell to go home until the 20th, says Dreamweaver. One dominant a year ago, I dreamt Trump lit a match and tossed it on a sofa in the Oval Office. Yep. Trump pardons was the other thing I wanted to look at today. Himself, which do I even need to read? Is he going to pardon himself? Yes, but I'll read on it. The rioters, thank you for reminding me. Michelle, thank you for reminding me, Michelle. Okay. Deborah, are they really going to let DT just leave with all that info? Yeah, that's the worry. Pelosi's in Aries. Don't get her angry. Oh, yeah. All right, 112. Trump pardon. Oh, Trump turns my stomach. See you later, water girl. Thank you for being here. K. Nelson, presidents have lifetime government protection. Good excuse to follow Trump. Was Meatloaf a rally call? Beautiful Dreamer is asking. I don't believe that for a minute. I just, Ivanka's an idiot. I mean, she might be the smartest of the idiots, but she's an idiot. Was Meatloaf a rallying cry? Okay, well, she was saying, see you at the rallies. In that sense, working. No. The Meatloaf thing, she's an idiot. Well, here's the thing. Okay, for everybody saying that Renee's saying they need to impeach him again in a way he can't run again. However, you have to not only successfully get 2/3 in the Senate, which is going to be hard to do once he's out of office, to get that many Republicans to go with it. But then they vote on if they have to convict him in the Senate to say, you know, you're done, and then they take a vote on whether or not Trump can never hold office again. I don't trust the Republicans enough to believe that. He can be impeached, but I don't trust him. But since we are at 115, Trump pardons. All right, do I need to even pull cards? Is Trump going to pardon himself? And is it going to work, I think is more the thing. Is Trump going to pardon himself? Oh, yeah. You can set your watch by it. That's what it feels like. It's like, duh. Oh, the higher wisdom. Basically, the founding fathers didn't think this through very well, did they? Deep, I'll be asking if he's going to pardon the rioters in a minute. Is Trump going to pardon himself? Haha, you can't catch me. You can't get me. That's what this feels like. Chad here. Ha, you can't get me. I win. I have this power. I win. And my family. As I'm leaving. That's what it feels like. Ha, ha, ha. Cheesy Mice, would you expect anything else? Anything less from the God Emperor? God Emperor Maroon. God Emperor of Dune. God Emperor Maroon. Uh-oh. Okay. And breaking news. MSNBC live on air. 230 lawmakers have now called for Trump's removal. Senator Ben Sasse, Republican of Nebraska, says he's open to voting for conviction and removal. Alexander, if he gets impeached again, I'll take the victim card to the bank. That's true, but there comes a point where you have to set a precedent that says, no, you can't walk away from this. or someone will do it again and worse. They will. 230 lawmakers called for removal. Is he going to pardon himself? Yes. Okay. Is it going to work? Will Trump successfully be able to pardon himself? And my stomach feels sour just saying those words. He's going to pardon himself and his family. To America, this very much looks like you what? No. And there will be some people saying, but it's a new day, let him go, he's going away. It's like, you're really that naive? I mean, look, I'm a Democrat. I know perfectly well that for the most part, we got stuff to do. We don't want to go after people. We don't want to hurt people. Live and let live. But this? No. Beautiful dreamer. This is not a let it be moment. Exactly. Get him. Says Craig. Yeah. This is a oh no. Oh nay nay. Oh nay nay. Make a decision. But it's gonna. If it would work though, that means that you just destroyed. A president could have his followers overrun the Capitol, take the Capitol building, and he could just pardon them all and pardon himself and stay in power. Really? Yeah, we need to send a message. I agree, Kath. And fish artists, his kids are co-conspirators. John, the Oh Nay Nay Act. we need to invoke the Oh Nay Nay Act. I love you guys. Yeah. Yeah, no. God Emperor, no. No, not in America. Can't judge, but Bohemian, you can't judge yourself. You can't pardon co-conspirators. Grandma Rose, this is a throw him under the jail moment. Sally, if they don't make an example of him, they're doomed to have another person who may be worse. Exactly. Oh. Aggressively, the law of aggressively going against corrupt. Oh, this is New York. I'm about to start singing the, I won't, but I'm just inside. Just imagine inside. I am singing, I've got Alicia Keys singing New York. They want a new day, but no. Biden administration's coming in. Even the Republicans who were like, okay, can we just turn the page? Pretend this didn't happen. They don't have the power to stop Merrick Garland appointing a special counsel, on and on and on. Oh, Sniffy. You are in so much trouble. Whew, you're in trouble. Oh, Book Bewitched. Barr releases a statement condemning Trump's actions. Oh. Hello, Becca. Oh, grief. I had House of the Normans in the house. The greatness that is Becca. Yeah, I had all kind of technical issues, so I got started really late. So I'm still just going. Have lots of questions here. Um, we have agreed to call the QAnon conspiracy nuts Vanilla ISIS. We've agreed on that, and we decided that there are far too many of us are sci-fi nuts, and we love Star Trek and Dune and Fringe. And personally, it didn't come up earlier, but I loved. I really liked Haven. I just really liked Haven. I know it's not as quite on the same sci-fi level as the others, but I really liked Haven. Yeah, big of him. Book Bewitched of Bar to condemn. Oh yeah, yeah. And Farscape. Aaron Sun is saying yes, yes, yes. Aaron Sun stuck out there with Rigel on Moira. Not a lot of people know Fringe. Oh, that's a shame. Awesome. Fringe is awesome. Haven was a mind twist. I loved it. All right, 123. 30. There's talk that maybe there were laptops stolen from the Capitol building. Oh gosh. For a dwarf. Oh yeah. Laptop stolen from the Capitol building. Put that up for sale on the dark web. That feels like an auction. Oh, and the 10th Doctor. Yes. All day. David Tennant, all day long. Laptop stolen from Impish Arts, but they're patriots, Autumn. Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. The beginning of the administration, strength, judgment, victory. Is this going to become judgment, victory? Is this a serious like national security? Oh dear, great Gussie. Major security. Again, I've got judgment. No, they're going to if there's something like that, it's going to be retrieved. Sorry, somebody just turned on a vacuum cleaner. Sorry. Laptops can be traced, Patty D is saying. Okay. Oh, Kevin saying, oh, but Hillary's emails. Yes, Hillary's emails. Renee, those cameras on the laptops can be remotely activated. Laptops of officials have trackers. They're going to get them back. And I think the person who has them is naive enough that luckily this is not. Thank seriously, I've said this before, but honestly, thank the divine for stupid criminals. Thank God for stupid criminals. Because luckily, most of these people are morons. And most of the people attacking the Capitol yesterday were morons. Luckily. And they're up against the intel community at this point, because that's where that's where this would go next. Yeah, not the brightest thing to do. Book Bewitched, the idiot put the podium on eBay. He used his own account. Thank you, God, for stupid criminals. Dumb as bricks. Ugh, yoy. All right, what's next here? Okay, we definitely should look at 128.30. Kamala Harris's security detail. I want to make sure she's safe. And unfortunately, we have to look at this kind of stuff now. Kamala. Well, they're even more on alert than they were. Major Arcana. There are plans. There are plans to do her harm, but it's not going to work. Not going to work. And so they just go on to other stupid plans. But she's very much protected. It's fate. I mean, this is fate. It's like fate and angels, and she's got what she's doing now. She is on her path, and that path is very important. Book Bewitched. The guy who sat at Pelosi's desk signed a nasty gram to her and showed reporters the mail he stole. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Divine, for stupid criminals. Okay. So 45 is not at Camp David. He stayed at the White House, is I think what you guys are saying. But someone was saying Pence is at the White House, or he was. Pence at the White House. Pence at the White House. Oh, he just wants to get yelled at. Can Trump fire him? Or can that not happen because he's federally elected? Oh, yeah. Whew. Lion's Den, anyone? No. Okay, so we can't. Okay. So I'm just gonna, yeah. basically, what it looks like is he's telling Trump that he's done. And that they're coming against him. And this is Trump as the corrupt businessman. So this is also in New York. But in general, it's damaged the Republican Party. This whole coup attempt, done and finished. It's over. There was talk about, was he considering the invoking the 25th Amendment? It doesn't feel like it. Yeah, America's aghast. It's like the look on her face is like, what? He considered it. Up and down, he has the power to do it, but he wants it. It would be legal for him to do it, but it feels like he wants other people to take legal action instead of him. All right. Okay, so apparently Tennessee state government Republican office is raided by the FBI. What was that about? Anybody know? 134. Tennessee state government Republican's office is raided by the FBI. Is that right? Book Bewitched. A good reader says Pence, afraid for his life, was saying he wants other people to do it. Yeah, I was getting that too. Let them do it. No, don't know. Nothing's not saying anything on the news. Okay. Having a quick look. Sally Mount, the 25th requires a majority of the cabinet to start. Are there any cabinet members left? Justice Department, okay, so that was Sally. That's a good question. Anne is saying Justice Department announces it searched a red pickup truck belonging to Lonnie Kaufman of Alabama near the U.S. Capitol this week and found 11 Molotov cocktails. Yikes. One dominant. If Tennessee officers are raided by the FBI, I don't quite understand. Okay, so anyway. All right, so is that all I've got on here? Let me see. So what is Trump going to do now? I didn't look at that, did I? Oh, what is a would-be failure of a dictator to do? 136. Trump going to do, even though he is to done. Oh, look, there he is. Trump the man, not the emperor, not the businessman, just a man. And not a very good one. Oh, Chris, will he pardon Kyle Rittenhouse? That was one of the other pardon questions. Okay, 130, 136, 30. Kyle Rittenhouse. Will Trump pardon Kyle Rittenhouse? That woman's mother should be in that man's mother should be in jail too, from what I've heard. But Will Trump pardon Kyle Rittenhouse? He feels like he has the power. CO, it's scary how much rage they have against Democrats. It is. But they live in this, I mean, it's not even like a bubble. It's like a looping wind tunnel where it's just the constant, all these things constant. These are the things to be angry about. This, it's worse than you know. It's like being sandblasted every day. And they just stand there. They search it out. Oh, Kat, Autumn, absolutely. I have Rittenhouse in my father's lineup. I'm so angry at both of them. Oh, I'm so sorry. John, yes, Mommy drove him to the protest. That feels like jail. He's going away for a long time. Long time. And the streets will be safer because of it. Trump's going to do a lot of pardoning, but this is the Biden administration getting in the way. It's like, oh, all of your pardons, let's just scoop those up and take those into court, shall we? And this is Rittenhouse. He goes to jail for a long time. A long time. All right, so 139. What is Trump going to do? Gosh, sorry, that was really loud. Thank you for being here. Make that 30. All right, so what's Trump going to do now? Actually, I feel like I should make this a bigger thing. Trump. I'm going to do an overloaded Celtic for Trump now. All right, you moronic, seditious waste of space. What you going to do now? What's going to happen to you? Trump. He doesn't want to leave. He is terrified of he would never admit it, but he's terrified of losing the protection, the presidential protection. He knows what's coming for him and his family. Rise of democratic power. All right, Trump in the past, he just causes chaos. That's what he does. Standing and why. Oh, thank you, Anne. Center of the reading. Oh, but those Republicans, they've left him out in the cold. They've left Trump out in the cold. Because, of course, Trump is the biggest victim. He's the little match girl. Trump is the little match girl out in the cold. What a miserable story that is. Never liked that story. Above the reading, above the little match girl. Working. It's working on a plan, but it's not him. It's like people are thinking, like those nut job followers are thinking he's got some grand scheme, or he's maybe, but if anything, it would be his grand scheme to make money for himself. He needs to make a lot of it. Even with hasn't he raised at least $200 million from these poor suckers? It's not enough. Trump is so far in debt. Dire visitor, we try not to speak of dirt naps. This is entertainment only. Yes. And I don't think that's going to happen. I don't usually talk that way. But we know what Putin's like. And that was the nicest way I could think to say it. More than 200 million, Aronson says. Oh, thank you. Base of the reading for Trump. Well, he has his supporters, but his supporters are about to face some serious sort of justice. Nice try. Oh. Near future 1. Near future 1. Trying to raise more money. Near future 2. Oh, yeah, that's not going so well. Trump isolated. Home environment. He's still trying to think of something to do. That's what's so scary. Hopes and fears. He's afraid that the Republicans really have left the little match girl out in the cold. What other people see? Yeah, you think corruption, just a little, just a wee bit. Yeah. All right, final outcome here for Trump. 1, 2, and 3. 1, worry. A lot of worry. Worry about going to jail, specifically. 2, because of the fruits of labor. 3, and the Biden administration, the DOJ, because he doesn't see the DOJ as being separate from, in any way, shape, or form, from the presidency. So Merrick Garland dotting I's, crossing T's. That's, of course, part of the Biden coming after him, and that's also state stuff. Plus, under the Biden administration, Trump, he demanded correct me if I'm wrong on the details here, but basically back in the early teens, he submitted for a tax refund of $73 million, something like that. And apparently, it turns out it was requesting the largest tax refund ever. That's what that was. So anything over like $1 million tax refund goes to this committee. And the committee's been sitting on it ever since. And the reason that the IRS doesn't go after people like Trump is because their funding has been cut. So they don't have the people to go after the big guys who have big, complicated financial things going on. But I think they actually paid out that $73 million. Well, no, they either paid it out and they're reviewing it, or he owes it. That's actually what he owes in taxes. But one way or the other, IRS can come for him like yeah. All right. Is I guess the final question then is for the day is, do we need to worry about more of this kind of craziness? Thank you, Thelma. Thank you for being here. 147. Any more craziness, or are we pretty much, it's like, okay, that was terrifying. Let's never do it again. Anderson, the guy who played the judge in Night Court way back when. I have this story stuck in my head. Richard Anderson? No. Somebody, whoever played the judge in Night Court, that TV show way back when. Thank you, John. I remember the story. He was talking about how he had a daughter who was quite young at the time. And thank you, Gail. Harry. Yes, he played Harry. Or was the character Harry? Was the actor Harry? I'm sorry. Anyway, he had a young daughter. And I remember him telling the story where he took his daughter to a fair. And she wanted to go on the roller coaster. And he's like, are you sure? She's like, yes. He's like, all right, I'm going with you. And they got on the roller coaster and they went through the whole thing. Oh, both. Okay. Thank you. They went through the whole roller coaster and they got to the end and they got off. And he said, well, what do you think? And she said, that was great. Let's never do that again. Harry Anderson was his real name. Oh, cool. Thank you. Judge of Night Court. Yeah. Thank you. So that comes to me every once in a while where it's like, let's never do that again. But anyway. The Pelosi Act, not on my watch. Yeah. Is it John who suggested the Oh Nay Nay Act? Oh Nay Nay. This is not happening anymore. All right. Is there more craziness here? You know what? I hate to just be like on all afternoon, but I have to ask about Nancy. She's so mad. She's so mad right now. Hey, Kathy. Do we have to worry about more craziness? All right, Chariot card. That's big movement. What kind of big movement? Change or movement? He played Harry Stone. That was it. Thank you. A line to remember and use as needed. Exactly. Do we have to worry about more craziness? Okay. Investigators are going after the Trump's morons, and not his family, the other morons, and okay. That's the Biden inauguration. The Biden has his victory. The Republicans are no longer in control of the House or the Senate or the White House. Yes. What is this heartache? Are we just upset? Or what is the, okay, there's big change coming. Okay. Oh, she's mad. Oh, yeah. Oh, someone said good one. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let's see if I can get any more information here. Hello, Merrick Garland. How are you? He's our new friend. Yes, John, not the other moron, the other morons. Yeah. Bless Stacey Abrams' heart. Yes, bless you. Republicans are turning on him more than we even know. They're turning on him because they're just like, we're not going down for you. which we liked him before. Now we love him. Yep. Apple saying, I want Mueller to arrest Trump. Yeah. I think we're going to be okay. But all right, I've got to ask. 152, 30. Pelosi. Oh, she's mad. Oh, she's mad. Pixie, Nancy will go scorched earth. I believe it. Nancy. Hey, Nancy. How you doing? We did it. We took all three. Exactly, Alexandra. Bismo is saying Biden has said senators who repeat Trump's lies are as responsible as he is. Susie, do you feel that, or did the cards say that Pelosi's mad? I'm not gonna. I'm sorry. Stacey, let me read on Clarence Thomas tomorrow. I'm sorry. Sorry. Aaron's saying Biden is out here explaining and breaking down how Sniffy's lies took hold. He's educating the people on how gaslighting works. Nancy Pelosi. What you gonna do? Kathy is saying Pelosi spoke yesterday. You could say she was angry. Hey, no worries. Typos are typos. Yeah, Cass, don't mess with Nancy. No. Oh, nay. Aries. And isn't she like a double Aries or Aries Scorpio or Aries? It's like, okay. Rise of Democratic power. The speaker. It's like the great and powerful Oz, only for real. It's just her. The Speaker of the House has awoken. It's like, whoa. Hello, Sharon. People who love democracy, Biden administration, and the Republicans aren't protecting him. All right. Trump and Trump's people on the defensive. This feels like huge energy, and then it just like shrinks down here. All right, but what's going to happen? She's talked about the 25th. She's talked about impeachment. She's Renee, Autumn, it's being said they can impeach now Senate trial after the inauguration. But they'd have to, Kathy, Aries Sun, Scorpio Moon. Don't make her mad. Oh, nay. Oh, don't make her mad. Nancy's all fire. Aries Sun, Scorpio Moon. Well, Scorpio's, I know what you're saying. Scorpio's water, but yeah, I know what you mean. Sagittarius rising. Oh, she's going through all. It's like okay, she's just going to try one thing after the next. Didn't she call the joint? Is it the Joint Chiefs or somebody about a possibility of that Trump has nuclear codes and she's not happy about that? She's just going to go from one option to the next because something's going to stick. She's just going to keep going. Go, Nancy. Oh, she's determined. You come into my house. Did you guys see the thing that time Colbert? Who was it? James Franco? I forget, but someone was challenging Stephen Colbert's knowledge of Lord of the Rings, the whole Tolkien universe, and it's like, all right, let's have a Tolkien Lord of the Rings Middle Earth challenge, and whoever it was, James Franco, whoever it was, like, oh, this, or is this, had a question about whatever. And Colbert was just like, which one of the 7 do you want? Because, and it obscure stuff, you and I don't know, but he's just like, the queen of this, the ruler of that, and just on and on and on, and down to and he was just like this and that and the other and this, which goes with that and this and the other. And you come into my house and question my knowledge of Lord of the Rings. And well, that's the nice version. That's the silly, fun version. This is you came into Nancy's house, into Nancy's office, sat at Nancy's desk. There is nowhere you can hide. Diva, the Constitution provides that, quote, each House of Congress may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and with the concurrence of 2/3, expel a member. Kashmir, Colbert knows everything Tolkien. Oh, yeah. Elizabeth, no one does that to Aunt Nancy. No one. Michelle, I saw that Colbert episode. Oh, God. You come into my house. Oh, she's mad. That's the answer to the question. That's the answer right there. She called the Pentagon. She told Pence, I want an answer by the end of the day if you are going to use the 25th Amendment. Otherwise, I am impeaching again. And she called the Pentagon. She's just going to keep going. Every last option she can think of. Whew. Okay. Thank you for being here with me. Really appreciate it. Thank you for everything. All right. I'm finally going to go. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'm here 365 days of the year. And we're going to get through this. We're going to get through it together. All right. And thank you for all the laughs today. That was awesome. Thank you. All right. So I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Hang in there. And let's do this. Let's do this again tomorrow.